Hello, it's Steven84 back once again with another GTA 5 video. What I have for you today on this dank and dreary day in Los Santos is a 30 car showcase basically. All three garages that I own. The first one being my high-end / supercars, but if I could ask you to stick around just to see the last garage, as it will lead on to my next two videos that I release. But as I say, supercar / sports first. In we go, and as you can see in front of us, one of my best cars, my most favourite in the game, the Corvette. I've gone with a slightly boring paint job, matte white with the black carbon, but I think it looks extreme. I love racing in this vehicle. It is very sturdy, handles the road well, good vehicle. Next we move on to the Karen Sultan RS. I've left the RS Sultan logo off the side of the car because I think it kind of looks tacky, and I've gone for the Subaru look. Golden wheels. This is a brilliant car. We move on to the Corvette Classic. I'm not going to big it up. I think I've only been in it once, and some of you may frown upon the sports wheels, but it has to go in there as the Corvette is one of my favourites, so I have to have the original, don't I? Then we move on to the Dinka Jester, one of the newest cars in the game, and with the decals on and the red and green, it looks brilliant. Also a good all-round handling car, good for races, very quick and nippy. Then we move on to the Extreme Boss, the Entity FX with the Tron paint colour. There you go, the fluorescent blue wheels. This is a brilliant car for racing, this is. That and the Zentorno, probably the best cars in the game for racing. Good handling, all round brilliant. Then we move on to my Vaca. Not sure about the wheels, but the paint job, I'm sure you can all tell, is epic. It is a matte black, and I threw the old pearlescent glitch in there and put a purple on with it. It looks good. Then we have the Dubachi Mascaro. I'm not going to say it's one of my favourite cars, it's too heavy and the steering's a bit iffy, but it's a race car, it's got decals on, it had to go in really, didn't it? Then we go to the Comet. As I'm sure you can all tell, one of the most polished cars in this garage, and it's got the purple paint job with the hot pink pearlescent, the pink wheels, and I'm sure there is a pink neon as well. I'm not fruity, I just like the colour. Then we have the Benefactor Felter, again with the matte black finish and the pearlescent glitch in there. It looks good, the wheels look nice, it is a good car, and the big GT wing on there as well. Then we move on to the Carbon on there. This has to be one of my most used cars in the garage. It is brilliant, great handling, fast as fuck. It is a good all round car, and with the little convertible option there, I'm sure all the ladies will love it too. It is a white with a I don't know what colour that is with it, I think it's a blue, but it ain't just white, it is white and blue. Anyway, moving on to the muscle car garage, we'll start off with the Hot Knife. Obviously I haven't got no side skirts on it, and I'm sure you can all tell. Where's the engine gone? I did the little glitch option to remove it, as I thought it looked a bit more sleeker like that, and with whatever they're sticking out of it, it looks good. It is a nice car. Then we move on to the Albany Buccaneer. It's a good car, and it's a muscle car, it sounds epic, and I'm sure you can all tell it. I've stuck with standard colours, made them look original, and it looks like a muscle car from back in the day. Then we have the Viegro. Yeah, I'm sure that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure, but again, looking original, with the red colour, blacked out windows, and the original wheels to go with it. It's a nice looking car. Then the Chevelle Picador. Don't ask me why. It's a muscle car, it looks like a truck, it had to go in basically. That's it, I can't say much more about it, as there ain't much more to say. Then we move on to one of the beastier muscle cars, the D-Class Sabre Turbo. This is a brilliant car. Turn the lights off, all blacked out, creep up on some motherfucker, shoot him up. He won't see what's coming. Then, one of the newer cars, again, I've gone for the matte black with the, it was a green, I'm not sure what green it is, but I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Then it's a dew yellow finish with the engine and the exterior bits there with the dew yellow on the wheels as well. It looks nice, I'm sure you all agree. Then, one of the best handling muscle cars in the game, the Imponte Ruiner. I'm sure I've said this before, one of the most underrated cars on the game. This is epic. It's fast, it's a nice handling car, it's a good all-round car. I don't know why more people, I don't see them in it. Then we have one of the rarer muscle cars on the game, the Imponte Phoenix. As you can see, I've got the big tail there, the engine sticking out the exhaust, nice wheels, yellow and black finish. That's a nice car as well. Then, one of the better looking cars on the game, the Vapid Dominator. As I'm sure, the platinum and white finish on that car make it stand out from the crowd. It just looks clean. It is a nice car. Then, onto the first ever car that I owned in this game. Not that one, but this was the first ever car that I picked up on the game, the Gauntlet. It is a good car, I can't do much to it, but nevertheless, it's good. Now, basically the garage that I wanted you all to see, it is the rare car garage. This being the Tornado Mariachi. I'm sure it's got a Thelma and Louise connection somewhere. As you can see, guitars, hat, bottle of Jacks on the floor down there. You cannot do nothing to it all, but why would you want to with that unique rare car in your garage? It has to be there really. Then we move on to the Albany Manana. Most of these vehicles in this garage can be found how you see them right now. All I've done to the Manana is add that engine, change the colour a little bit. Other than that, found it like that. The Vapid Peyote, I ain't touched it all. You can find that vehicle exactly like that. And as I say, it will lead on to the next two videos that I release, being the locations and how to acquire these vehicles. I've already done the video to this on how to acquire it, the Benefactor Dubster. It comes in two colours, being chrome and gold chrome, but you can find the vehicle like that. Pre-customised. It is the highest selling vehicle at the moment that you can find for free, selling for around £23,000. Then we move on to the Vapid Sand King XL. Again, found like this. All I've done is blacked up a few exterior items, but again, it was found like that. And why not go out and find these vehicles, you know what I mean? You can have them in your garage and make your garage look like mine. You got the Romeo Hearst there. Again, all I've done is change the colour, added some wheels, but it's one of the rarest cars in the game, as you have to have a friend that owns it to acquire it. Then the pre-customised rat loader. I've moved the flatbed off the back, and for some weird reason I can now walk through it, but it just looks funny. You've got to have it in your garage. Look at it, it's like a little showpiece. Then one of the best cars that can actually be found, pre-customised, the Sentinel XL. This is a beast of a car, great handling, and the pink neon there just sets off that little pink twist it has in the blue. That is a nice car, and you can go and find that exactly how it is seen there. Then we've got the Dune Buggy. As you will notice, it has no well, it's just framework basically. It's got no metal. You can see the legs and everything. It isn't bought like that. You have to go and find that vehicle. Then onto the last one, the one that nearly broke me trying to find it. In fact, I'm sure I've told a friend that it did break me. It took a hell of a time to find this. The Nemesis, the Principal Nemesis, one of the best bikes in the game. It is a nice thing to own. Then, last but not least, in all three garages, you have the BMX, the mountain bike, and the race bike. It's just standard, isn't it? But anyway, that's all from me. Those are all three garages. There's the cars I own. If you want to know any of the paint jobs or how to acquire them, get in touch. But anyway, see you later.